All right.
पूर्वोत्तासनः पशवासनः कुक्कुडासनः अय्यो अय्यो हे शृणु शृणु अद्य पाठशाला न गच्छावः समीचीनं वा
पुट्ट किं प्रचलति तत्र?
न किमपि
बालाः सर्वे मिलित्वा किमपि चेष्टां चालयन्ति वा? आहा।
अग्रे गच्छामो वा
Look how Raja sir sets up the anticipation, right? Like there is a song that's going to come, a piece of the music comes much earlier, which sets the tone for the next scene.
Right, right.
So these are all brilliant,
Of
genius
course,
kind of.
yeah, yeah, he's a league, a legend in himself. But what I noticed was the kind of music was much more contemporary. The kind of the drum sequence, the percussions were not, in the previous the songs and the music so far were all kind of traditional instruments. Now it's getting a little peppy kind of,
Kind of this
yeah.
one. The, the amount of musical ideas that is there in the movie, and that's one
Uh-huh.
thing that I notice when I watch other movies as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like the amount of musical ideas that he can pack into one movie is
Right.
phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah.
सर्वे नयने निमील्य तिष्ठन्तु इदानीं
You notice that the style had changed.
Yeah, yeah. I was about to mention it, but the
Was
dream sequence and the story and the yeah, and
yeah.
their
So
own imaginary world. It's yes.
so and the song was done by all college students. And there is
Oh,
one
okay.
very interesting thing that I had to mention. When these kids were singing the song, they were
Uh huh.
singing perfect shruti. Okay,
Oh, okay.
after they had done the Pallavi, Raja sir came and said, "Will children sing like this, like trained sing?" So he said,
uh,
"Forget that. You're all trained singers and sing it like children would sing." And
okay.
he changed the mood of the song entirely. After they were completely trained and they were going for the take, he came. He made
Uh,
sure that they knew the song very well before he
uh,
could introduce something that was an aberration to it, right? So that shows the
okay.
genius of his this one.
Hmm.
If you had told
Hmm.
that in the beginning, they would have got a little disturbed.
Right.
Like then he asked all of them to sing the same song as a child would sing. Then he said, "Now
Uh,
you carry this into the recording."
wow.
So
Wow. Huh.
nice, no? Actually,
Yeah. It's yeah. I mean, it's his. I mean, we can probably talk about his genius for a
forever.
long, yeah, for days. But yeah, it's such a. So, what is the? I mean, is there? This is to add a little bit of musical
Yeah, fun.
fervor into the movie, fun element, or was it? I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
that's it,
a
no?
little bit of a fun element. Basically,
Huh.
before the drama heightens, we have
Okay.
to kind of like bring in some this one. And the fact that these children are going to play some important part, like how do you
Okay.
bring
Okay.
them in? We know one
Hmm.
guy is mischievous because he threw that
Hmm.
slingshot at the bird and things like that.
Hmm.
He's the mischievous of the other
Hmm.
of the lot. So now
Hmm.
we are bringing in some of the other friends of Putta. We
Okay.
call
Right.
cats. We kind of show that Punyakoti's calf is a naughty one. So
Right.
we all this will slowly build up, and all this will add up uh, as to what comes later.
Okay. Got it. Got it.
सङ्ग्रहात्
यदा कदापि सर्वैरपि बालकैः क्रियत एव तादृशं कार्यम्.
Grandmas are the best.
Hmm.
Always, grandmas are the best.
And I didn't want it to be righteous. No, this is a story about truth. I also wanted to say that truth is like all those. Let's not get righteous about it.
Very true.
वनीतचोरस्य कृष्णस्य कथा न श्रुता त्वया?
सः कृष्णस्तु उत्तमबालकः आसीत् किल.
हा हा वत्सा, तथापि भगवान् कृष्णः बाल्यकाले सर्वदा नवनीतं चोरयति स्म.
एवं सत्यं वा?
आम् सत्यम्. ग्रहणसमाप्तौ राहुमुक्तः पूर्णचन्द्र इव इदानीं सर्वेपि दोषविमुक्ताः सत्यशीलाः अभवन्.
This is the end of second act.
Oh, okay.
So in the first act we set everything up. Second act is a lighter act.
Right.
Where we are going to lead them to the main plot.
Okay. So would you say the third act? So sorry. So 1 second. So would you say the third act is when the kind of the
villain is introduced?
There's the kind of the peak conflict kind of a situation. Cool.
And
So
he's going to cross over and go to the other side of the bridge. So this is like one of the key messages in that is like children having fun, and even though this movie is about truth and everything, it's not like a black and white definition of this one.
Understood. So this entire sequence right here is the end of Act 2.
Yeah.
So thank you so much once again, Raviji. And guys, you know what to do. The links to watch the movie are in the description. And go watch the movie, leave your comments, and click on the like button. And yes, let's go to Act 3.
इदानीं सर्वेपि दोषविमुक्ताः सत्यशीलाः अभवन्.
भवान् गाः चारयितुं सेतोः पारं नेष्यति इति श्रुतम्.
इदानीं चेत् अग्रे गोचरणाय बहु दूरं गन्तव्यं भवति.
न स्मरामि एतादृशं दुरितपूर्वं ग्रीष्मकालं. भगवान् रक्षेत्.
I had consciously repeated.
Sorry.
Repeated some of the dialogues.
Okay.
अग्रिमे बहु दूरं गन्तव्यं भवति. So he says that गोचरणाय बहु दूरं गन्तव्यं भवति. That dialogue is repeated actually if you see, and he also says न दृष्ट एतादृशं ग्रीष्मकालं न दृष्टवान्. All that will come again because I want children to kind of like, these are all very subtle things. Okay, you are not hearing a lot of dialogues actually. You are hearing some dialogues 1 or 2 times. So you kind of get the flow of it. See, you don't need to know how to read or write Sanskrit to watch the movie. That's the best part. It's not a textbook. So you just come with a blank mind. You don't need any skills to watch a movie, right? So it's not education in that sense. But education happens through subtler means.
The words in themselves are quite, quite scholarly. These are not like Sarala Samskrita Sambhashana, I wouldn't call it. It's still, complex word structure. There are a lot of samasta padas. There are 2-3 words mixed into one. But what I felt, Raviji, is the visuals add a lot of aid in terms of understanding the words themselves. And even if they don't catch every word in itself, I kind of wanted to mention it before that this actually makes for wonderful content for children to perform as skits in schools. they can take up, even if not the entire 1.5 hour movie, maybe they can take separate, the key snippets of either 1 minute from each act or 1 or 2 minutes from each act, a 5 minute play, 10 minute play of the entire movie using the dialogues which are already there, and that can help them in their Sanskrit learning. So yeah, but like you said, it's the visuals help, and the repetition I did not notice actually.
Yeah,
It does. I'll look out for the
exactly.
repetition of
So there are
dialogues.
3 or 4 places where dialogues actually get repeated, and it's
Interesting.
with a purpose.
Understood.
End of Act 3.
Okay. You want to? So this was kind of set up for
The
why the tiger had to come. The kind of
exactly. What is
how
the motivation of the tiger is established in the third act.
there's backstory for everything that you've set up. Why these people went into the forest to graze in the first place, and why there are backstories being set up for all situations.
And the
Interesting.
drought marks, if you see the same place that we saw, Karunadu, in the first introduction, now is a drought-ridden introduction. So it started with a voiceover narration in the first act. Now again in the fourth act, it will start with a voiceover. So there is a connection between the first and the second and the fourth and the fifth and the final act. And the first 3 acts actually, and the fourth and the fifth act are actually like a different version of the first act. So that
Got
is
it,
how the
got it.
underlying layer of the story is structured.
Now, yeah, it makes sense. Now we have crossed the half mark of the plot. That now the kind of what's going to come next after all the, probably by now all the elements, all the role players in the movie have been introduced, and how their interaction is going to happen now.
All their motivations, characters, everything is clear now. Now it's a climax, and we are leading them to the climax and the resolution.
4 and 5, Act 4 and 5. Got it, got it. So guys, again, before we go to Act 4, you guys know what to do. The links are in the description. There's kind of a somber scene on how human beings have, kind of invaded into all creatures' spaces. But again, once again, leave your comments and your opinions and how you feel about the movie and in the comment section. And share the video once again with your friends and among your circles. See you in the next video where I'm excited to go to the next part. I want to see what's happening next. See you guys in the next act of the movie.